Even though your body has been replaced completely, there is something about you that has maintained itself throughout the time. And then the third thing is the destruction. A part of you, while it was renewed, has been died. In fact, all of us, we die from the very first moment that we are born. We die every moment. Every moment in our life dies. Is no longer here. And every cell of the body dies from the moment we are born. We die. So from the moment we are born, we die, but we also are being created, and there is also something that maintains. So this is the Trimurti aspect. So Vishnu represents that maintainer, the one that binds and maintains and holds everything together. Yeah.
You said he's the guru of the temple. Does it mean that all different Hindu temples have their own gurus, or is it just one guru for the whole temple, for all?
The guru means in Sanskrit. Sanskrit is the holy language that we use. This is our traditional language. Is the spiritual language. We've been using it for thousands of years. So in Sanskrit, guru means the remover of darkness. The remover of darkness. A guru, real guru. There are gurus for everything. You'll hear in India, you'll hear that word for every teacher. Every teacher is a guru. You have your music guru, and you may have your biology guru, and so on. But really, guru in essence represents the enlightened master. Someone that is beyond that, beyond the conditioning of the mind. Someone who has experienced enlightenment and is situated in pure consciousness. And only someone like that, in contact with you, can remove darkness within you. Because if I'm in darkness, I cannot help you. That's why, you know, a lot of people say, oh, I want to help the world, I want to do this, I want to do that. Many spiritual masters, you say, before you start helping the world, first help yourself. Because you are in trouble too. So, the remover of darkness. But the only one that can be the remover of darkness is one who is beyond the darkness. And that's Guru. Yeah.
Does reincarnation exist in all the paths of Hinduism? Or
yeah, reincarnation is an integral part of our belief.
And it's always about karma, or you know what you become.
Karma is a very, very deep concept. It's not something, you know, what karma is not faith, or karma is not some, I don't know, punishment. Karma is very deep to understand. But reincarnation, you know, look at it just in the way that they look at it today in physics. Okay? In physics, there is no form of energy that simply disappears. There's no such thing. It only converts. There's only a transformation. So reincarnation is the same. In essence, there's something about us that is going through a transformation when the body dies. This is a simple way to explain reincarnation, but again, reincarnation is it's a deep thing to study, and karma is a very deep thing. It's not something we can talk about in 10 minutes. But reincarnation is an integral part of our belief system. Yes. Anyone else? And this room is specifically dedicated to Radha and Krishna. You've seen the Hare Krishnas, you've met the Hare Krishnas. This room represents basically their type of temple or their type of lineage. This is what they are mostly focused on. So Krishna and Radha are the god and goddess of love. That's what they are, the god and goddess of love. Krishna is the Lord of love, Radha is the goddess of love. And there are many forms of Krishna and Radha that you see here, in some different forms. And this is also a form of Krishna. It's a different incarnation, a different manifestation into the pastimes of Krishna. Because when Krishna had appeared in a human form on this planet, he had different leelas, what we call leelas, different pastimes. There are people who came in contact with him, different stories around his life on this planet. And so many of the manifestations that you see here relate to this time, to this period. And then behind you right here, you have these three chairs. These are what we call our parampara, our gurus. You've seen my guru outside, you've seen his picture. His picture is right here on the left too. And these three gurus that are right in front of you, they are the gurus of my guru. They are the parampara. So you have on the right is Baba Masramji, in the middle you have Baba Brahmananda, and all the way on the left, Baba Naraharidas. Now what are Babas? A little bit about our way of life. In Hinduism, in Vaidika Dharma, in our tradition, we have 4 Varnashramas, okay? And this is 4 styles to live. One is Brahmacharya, which is a celibate. It's a person that is a celibate. He lives by himself. He's in a period of life where he only studies. He's not dedicated to relationship and all of that. But Brahmacharya in essence also represent someone his consciousness expands to Brahma. And Brahma is the entire universe and the entire existence. And then you have Grihastha, which is marriage life. And this is Grihastha. And then we have Sannyasa. Sannyasa is a monk, is someone like myself that is dedicated his entire life to monastic lifestyle. And then what we have is Vanaprastha, which are couples that they no longer live as a married couple, but they do remain together. And one last form of life, which is the Babajis. Now the Babajis are not a part of the Varnashrama system. But anyways, they're interested to understand a little bit. But the Babajis are renunciates, but very extreme renunciates. Like for instance, you have monks like myself that live in a temple, and we dedicated our life to the spiritual tradition completely and to teaching. But Babas, they leave the society completely. They don't stay around the society. So our Babas, they all lived in caves. All their life they lived in India in caves. And their disciples lived in caves around them, etc. Yes. Many. Yeah, you see, in our tradition, there's no difference between men and female. Completely no difference. For instance, we have in this temple, we have more females than male. And many of them are nuns, like monks and nuns. But for us, a monk and a nun is exactly the same thing. They are beyond gender. It's not no significance so much to gender. It is more of it's a spiritual person. It's not about the gender so much. So it's about the true nature of the soul. So yes, we have many female gurus and female enlightened beings and enlightened masters. Wonderful in our traditions. Yeah.
Okay, one question. It might sound a little stupid, but are all these things really gold?
No, it's brass. Yes.
Bronze.
Any other? I had some other hands here. Anyone wanted to ask another question? Okay, and the carvings that you see all around here, they're all handwork, and they're all coming from India, from different villages, all done by hand and chipped here from India, but they're very unique. The things that you see here in the front, these are lamps. We put here lamps. We use different cotton balls, and we light lamps. Lamps is one of fire, and lamps are one of the essential forms of offering. That when we do offering, you've seen like in different temples, different churches, they do offerings. So when we do offerings, we don't offer any, like for instance, obviously we don't offer any animals and so on. We are completely vegetarian. So we offer flowers, fire, water, and so on. So these things are